Today we are working with Annie and Elfie, and we're probably going to be going on to the next step where either we're going to incorporate more of the stay in different locations, or we're going to be adding more of the verbal command, making sure we say the command before the physical cue. But I want to see what they're focused on, where they are in their training, and what issues they may be struggling with. Our last session we worked on luring, leash pressure, some of that engagement training, as well as incorporating the command and teaching the play stay, right?
Yes.
So what is it you want to focus on this week? Have you been having any issues with the leash pressure or the stay or jumping up, something that you want to address?
Well, they're doing pretty good until they get together. So once we actually start putting them together, they don't listen anymore.
Okay.
So you know, individually, Alfie does great. Individually, she does great. But I'd like to work on putting it together where they both can sit or both can stay.
Okay, excellent. And this is a common issue that a lot of people have. Their dogs will listen, but once they bring the other dog out, all of a sudden it seems as if neither dog has had any training. And the reason for that is we're adding a new motivating factor in the environment. So anytime I start training a dog, I want the least amount of distractions possible. When I'm training a brand new dog, a completely empty room is best because I have nothing I have to compete up against. But as the dogs start to get better, we start to add new distractions, such as a toy rolling by while they're on a stay or another dog or something like that. And it's very common that once the family brings the two dogs together, they don't listen. So that is a training process just as much as training each one individually. So we're gonna do the same process, but we're gonna work together for this. It does help to have two people. You can do it solo, but it definitely makes it easier when we have two people doing this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to place her on her climb. You're going to place him on his climb. What were we calling those? Were we calling it climb?
Climb, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And you can say it wherever you are. Remember, we're doing the implied stay. So once we tell them climb, then it's our job to make sure they go to the climb. Okay. So I'm not gonna wait to see if she's gonna do it or if he's gonna do it. I'm gonna say climb, and then I'm gonna make her go to her climb platform. And you're gonna do the same thing with him. Okay. Then we're gonna leave them and walk away. It's your responsibility to reinforce him if he breaks it, and it's my responsibility to reinforce her stay if she breaks it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're basically training the dogs at the same time, but you're responsible for him and I'm responsible for her. Okay. And this starts to get them to understand that the rules apply regardless of how many other dogs are in the environment with them. And again, you can do this solo, but starting off, it's definitely easier to have someone helping you. Annie, climb, and now I'm gonna walk her over. Come on, baby. I'm just gonna take my time. I don't need to run over there. I'm gonna place her on. Yes, use the continuation marker. We were using yes as the continuation marker?
Yes.
Okay, and if she breaks, I'm gonna say wrong and put her back on. Good girl. Drop the leash. As long as she maintains it, yes, reward just like we did before. Okay. So now you're going to do the same thing with him.
Alfie, climb.
And then walk him over. Try not to be lifting up on the leash the whole time as you're walking him, since that's normally a cue to sit. Once he's on, excellent. Good, now start to walk away. So you're watching him, I'm watching her. If he breaks, one wrong.
Wrong.
And then calmly bring him back. So she's doing great. Wrong. And now I'm gonna reinforce her.
Yes.
Come on. This way. Good girl.
Wrong.
Good. It almost feels as if wrong if you're reteaching the stay. And because she's interested in what you're doing with him. Good girl. Sometimes if you have multiple dogs, you can use different words for each one, but that is pretty difficult. The good thing is our dogs are reasonably smart, meaning they can notice if you're marking a behavior coming from Alfie or if you're marking a behavior that's coming from Annie, because you're looking at that dog. So they're able to figure that out. Casually walk away. Wrong.
Wrong.
And then loose leash. Very nice.
Wrong. Oh, sorry, buddy.
And I like how you're taking your time. You're not repeating the word wrong. We just say it once the moment the dog makes the mistake, then we follow through with what we want them to do. So you're doing it very nicely. Yes, and I'm gonna reward her for doing a great job just hanging out. See, it's easy when you just hang out there. So now I'm gonna have you start taking over for both dogs. I'm gonna jump in if I need to help.
Okay.
But now you're watching both of them. And you can reward her as well.
Wrong.
So when you go to reward him, if he's doing a nice job, or right now, since she's still staying there, you can reward her.
Yes.
We want him to know that it's his behavior that's causing the leash pressure as well as the rewards. So it's not your choice to take the leash and place him back on. It's his choice. He's saying, I want you to put me back on the climb platform. And all we're doing is complying. We're going, no problem, I got you. So are there any other questions that you have?
Nope, this was great. The only thing that I do know is we are going on a little vacation, and my sister's coming to watch the dogs. Is there anything that you know about that helps maybe like auto feed or just kind of take one thing less off her plate?
Yes, absolutely. There's something that's perfect for that. And what it is,
it's the Granary Camera Dual Food Tray. This will be perfect for your two pups. It comes with a 1080p full HD camera monitoring, 145-degree wide angle lens, and infrared night vision, so you can see clearly even at night. This allows you to keep an eye on your pups in real time, even if you're out of the house, giving you that peace of mind. It also has motion detection that will record and save videos of your pup's activities while you're away. You'll even get alerts on your phone so you can watch in real time. And when you come home, simply set the feeder on private mode. This feeder comes with 2 stainless steel bowls and an innovative splitter system that evenly distributes food between the bowls, to include timed feedings, two-way chatting, customized meals to fit their needs, and low food reminders, with a 4-stage seal system to make sure Annie and Elfie's food stays nice and fresh. With the easy-to-use Pet Libro Lite app, you can plan meal portions, diets, and feeding times from anywhere, right from your phone. And for those of you that have one pet, they also have the single bowl option. Be sure to click on the link below to order your very own automatic pet feeder. Today we had a great session. We started training with both dogs at the same time. It may be a little bit too much for them, so I told her to focus to see if whether or not this is too difficult. If it is, go back to training one dog at a time and make the environment more difficult. And when they get better at that, then bringing in the second dog is going to be much easier.